This isn't my home. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Where did all this stuff come from? Was I ever this much into sports? I mean, I know I talked about stuff like the Rangers and Mavericks occasionally on my videos, but does that even make sense for a dork like me to be this much into it? And why is the set here now? It used to be right over there. But anyway, it was supposed to be there, behind that door! And where did that door come from? This is where I used to live, back in Texas, before I moved. Why did I move again? If I go through here, I'm supposed to end up in a tent outside an Anaheim trailer park. But I'm not, am I? This used to be my room, before I had it all changed. Why is it here, now? Can you even hear what I'm saying anymore? Are you there? I gave you guys life. And now it's like you're not there anymore. What's happening? What's going on? Who are you? I don't know how to answer that without sounding like I'm ripping off a certain someone's infamous internet movie. What? Never mind. I guess I'm you. Or more accurately, you're me. At least a reflection of me that I created. Okay, after hearing that... What? Maybe you ought to sit down. Okay, see, this whole thing started back around 2008 when I discovered a new genre of entertainment called internet reviewing. I found a number of these personalities mostly on a certain single website, and eventually I got the idea that, hey, maybe I could do something like that. I decided that television shows would be the best source for me to review because I'd been a huge television neophyte for most of my life, so I basically created a character who would be an internet reviewer like most of these other people did. I learned how to make my own videos and whatnot, and well, one thing just led to another. It kept going on, and it's where we are now. So what? Are you saying I'm just some type of fictional character? Well, you are and you aren't. See, most times an internet reviewer character is just an embellished version of the creator himself. The creator adds aspects of his own fantasies, stuff that was pretty much part of their make-believe games as a child, into the character itself. You have your quartet of ninja cats because I had them as a kid and made my own adventures with them. I was always a fan of I Dream of Jeannie, so I gave you your own Jeannie character. Of course, that ran into a problem when the woman who volunteered to play Jeannie decided she had to move on with her own life, and, well, still, so you're saying I don't really exist? Well, you've always been a part of me. I mean, the very name Rowdy comes from all the years I spent watching and being a Rowdy sports fan for a number of different teams. I've always used you to vent my own personal opinions on bad TV shows and other things in the hopes that people would find it entertaining and that through that, maybe my own life had some type of purpose. So, if I'm just a creation of your imagination, if I really don't exist without you, why am I here now with you? Because I think I've reached a point in my life where I can't exist without you. See, here in my world over the last few years, there hasn't been a lot of good going on, especially the last 2 years. There was this virus. It got out of control, it spread throughout the entire world, it ended up killing a lot of people, and it brought with it a lot of fear that spread along as well, and the result has been just a lot of misery throughout this entire country and the entire world. There's been a lot of other stuff that's been going along like it, and so many people have been on edge. Everyone's choosing to blame everyone else for everything that's been going on. There's almost no kindness or compassion in the world today, and just it doesn't look like a lot of things are getting any better anytime soon, if ever. So I guess in some way I found myself and my own psyche disappearing into your world that I created because I guess I just figured it would be a better place to be. Wait, you want to live in my world? I've got mad scientists and witches always trying to kill me and my friends so often. I mean, for a brief time it looked like I was responsible for trying to save the world in addition to reviewing all these bad TV shows. Yes, but nothing bad will ever happen there. How can you be so sure of that? Because I create it all. In your world, you and the Ninja Cats will always thwart Stupidity or Militia or any other crazy supervillain that comes into your existence because I thought them up. No matter what happens to you and your friends in this world, everything will be eventually tied up neatly because it's all based on the sitcoms and goofy action cartoons I grew up watching. It's not like that here. In my world, evil always wins. Socially, economically, everything is just getting worse, and even those you would think were on the people's side say we can't do anything. We can't vote for or bring in the types of people who would actually be strong enough to take charge and fix these things. Why do you think you never talk politics? Because it's no fun at all. Even a lot of the other internet reviewers who inspired me to do this, let's just say they've done some things recently that make me think I can't look up to them anymore, and there are times I wonder why anyone still watches me. Why would you just up and decide to move to California to try and be a movie star when you already have everything you could possibly want because you have a genie? That was because I wanted to live there, but I couldn't. So I turned what was originally just a silly review show and made it into some extended fantasy universe. So yeah, you're a fantasy character in a fantasy world, and I find myself wanting to live that fantasy more and more. But then, why is everything changing? This is more than just you showing up in my world. It's almost like you're bringing your world into mine. I know, it got out of hand for sure. I just didn't know what I was doing, and now I find myself stuck in between these two worlds, and yeah, they're overlapping. Is it just my overactive imagination? I don't know. So, what's going to happen? What do we do? I don't know. I know I'm a threat to your world. This constant overlapping can't be good. Whatever this alternate dimension is that I created one way or another, it's definitely destabilizing and it can't be safe for you, but I just don't know what to do about it. I can't control any of this, but it's not like I can just stop doing it. Because if I don't have this escape, if I have to do nothing but live in that cruel world all the time, I don't know if I'm going to be able to exist anymore. And if I won't be around anymore, I won't be either. It's like I'm destroying a world that can't exist with or without me either way. I'm sorry, Rowdy. I never meant to harm you in any way. You're one of the best things to happen to me. For 12 years, you've helped give purpose to my life. You've made me feel like I'm actually doing some good in this world. But now, I don't know if I've got the strength to keep this going.
Heavy is the hand that wears the crown, or something like that, right?
I suppose. Wait, you're talking again?!
For now. No idea how much longer it will last.
How much of that did you hear?
Enough. You think it's true? We're all just characters in some other guy's imagination?
I'm not gonna lie. It has felt often at times like I am just a character. One whose backstory was never really fleshed out. I don't even remember much of my past. I mean, I think I went to college, but I don't really remember anything about it. It's like, all I remember is...
What?
Well, there was a point in my life about 12, 13 years ago. You don't remember because you guys didn't exist yet. I was down on my luck, unable to find jobs anywhere, and not really sure where my life was going. And then on a whim, I went and got this. Genie came out of it, and, well, my life was changed forever. I used my wishes to give you life, to secure myself financially in a way no one would see as suspicious, and then I wished for her freedom, and as a result, we became friends with benefits ever since. Does that sound any way realistic to you? I mean, above all else, that some beautiful magical creature would fall in love with me just because I did what you think any decent human being would do?
So, what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know. But we do have to do something. And not just for us. If this Chris Moore guy gave us all existence, there's gotta be a way we can help him in return.
Like what?
Well, we have Genie, and we have your technical prowess. We should be able to think of something.
Are you sure? You know how dangerous combining magic and technology can be.
For him, I'd say it's worth it. Do you trust me? You really are Aladdin, aren't you? Where am I? In here. Huh? We were able to create a stable link between both worlds. You'll be able to use the connection we have from being creator and creation to enter and observe this world without directly interfering anymore. So what, am I like Al in the imaging chamber now? If that's how you want to see it. Obviously you can't be here all the time, but whenever you need a break, this will be here for you. You created me and my world to be your escape, and I'm more than willing to be that for you. So, did you create this, or did I imagine the ability for you to create this? Does it really matter that much? How can I ever thank you for this? Just try to be the best person you can be back in your own world. It's easy for you to create your own fiction where everything turns out right in the end, but that doesn't mean you should ever give up trying to do the same in your own world. There are people out there whose lives you've touched, and they've touched others. You've done a lot of good, Sam Beckett, and you could do a lot more. How can you be so sure? Let's just say I think I know you better than you realize. Where'd you get all that stuff? Hey, I have access to semi-phenomenal, nearly cosmic powers. I have my ways. Anyway, I think I owe it to him to make this place look as familiar to him as possible whenever he does drop by. And hey, I can always move this stuff when I need to film anyway. You gonna be okay? I think I'm gonna be more than okay. For the first time in quite a while, I think I really know where I'm headed.